I've gotten hit by a few doors because I stand always by the door for some reason. For a felony case, number 3 of the 11 principles, it said they're screened for eligibility. No matter what you do for a living, you get a public defender. They don't even check to see if you can afford to hire. I've represented guys who've had 20 years in it, Ford, you know, they obviously can afford to hire somebody. They just dole it out. So I think they don't screen well for clients in terms of whether they should be appointed or allowed to hire their own. That's an issue I haven't really gotten into. I usually get a notice of appointment within 5 days of the preliminary examination. Anywhere from 5 to 7, sometimes it depends on the court that put it out. I usually have scheduled 2 to 3 trials a week. So that doesn't leave me a lot of time to meet with those people. And usually I return their call, say I'll get, and usually prelims are on Monday, I get the police report on Friday. So even if I was going to talk to them, I don't have any information yet. So I've tried, I think, I'm new to the county. I came from Wayne County, loved Wayne County. My mom got cancer. I quit going to Wayne State for my LLM in my last year and went home to take care of her and ended up with this job and love it. And I would never go back to Wayne County, but sometimes I am appalled by just the dismissive nature of my job in that county. I think things are changing. Judges are retiring. New judges are being appointed with a little bit more of savvy about these issues, civil rights issues, anything. Prosecutors are aging. We're getting younger prosecutors. That's going to make a big difference. Okay. Someone asked me, do you think you have enough to say for 10 minutes? And I said, I'm a woman and I'm an attorney. Ever. Defense counsel's ability, training, and experience match the complexity of the case. 11 principles, that would be number 6. I see a copy in here that specializes in criminal sexual conduct cases. I've always been amazed and impressed with what I've read. I'm not specialized in them, but I do every kind of case. And if I can't turn it down because I don't have enough experience, because to be honest, now in my county, I have more experience than any other probably felony attorney in the county. I've tried 20 cases in 2 years, or 4 years, and I've won 17. I probably tried 5 cases to 1 for every other felony attorney, because I do try them. And I do, because sometimes they need to be tried. And a lot of times people are too busy and they just plead them out. And I do make life difficult. And last week we had to adjourn a trial for another gentleman because I was too wrapped up trying to prepare for my other trial, and he missed a pretrial. And he called my office right away. I got my voicemail that night at home about 8 o'clock. And I called him and I said, be at the courthouse at 8 o'clock. So he showed up at the courthouse, and this man, as is true for most criminal defense attorneys, your clients aren't usually sometimes the nicest people. So he is not well liked in our community, and we showed up for the pre-trial, and the prosecutor showed up, and he said, is he going to plead or is he going to trial next week? I said, he's going to trial. We're set for trial Tuesday. Judge, I want his bond revoked. He failed to appear. And I said, people fail to appear all the time, but as long as they contact the court, we're fine. He says, yeah, but, and he said, he's not a very nice person. He's going to trial, so Judge, I want his bond revoked. Luckily, the judge said, I'm not revoking his bond just because you don't like him, or he won't plead. You know, I get that all the time. So why is your, and they'll use a name or a word, or why isn't he pleading? So he's going to be a butthead and go to trial? Yeah, it's his right. Now granted, most of the time you go to trial, they are guilty. You tell them they're going to get convicted. You know, there's a confession, whatever. But it's their right, and by doing so, and by pursuing cases and filing motions and going to trial, you're making someone else's life difficult and they don't like it, and you get an attitude because you're just a public defender. As I said before, there's no parity between our prosecutor's office and mine in terms of resources. There is no requirement to attend legal services. We don't even have a defense bar in my county. Social Mind and I are going to start setting a meeting up for defense attorneys once a month, just so we can start addressing some of these issues. But they offer no training at all. They just, and to be honest with you, I've done a couple of misdemeanors. When I started this job in 2002, I was absolutely unexperienced. I handled nothing more than a simple assault. And I was taking some of the pool of people who applied for the public defender job. I'm experienced more now, but I don't, you know, most days I'm not rude enough to think I'm more experienced or knowledgeable enough some days to handle the cases I do, but I just do my research and I study. We're not supervised. Basically, as long as I don't kill somebody or get a drunk driving, I'll probably be able to keep my job, no matter what I do. There's no supervision at all. I do, number 11, as we don't have a public defender office, I am very involved in my community, trying to get things. I'm very vocal about mental health courts. I get people that have an order requiring treatment, family can't get them to take his meds, mental health case. They call the police show up, they have no training with mental health people. And, oh, guess what, he has 5 iron roads now because he struggled with the police when they tried to take him to the hospital to get him treated. So, you know, I'm a big proponent of mental health courts. I try to push the Homes Equal Training Act. I really advocate for that with first-time offenders and felonies. I work with homeless people. I work at the prisons doing therapy work with my dog. I mean, I do everything I can, and I'm glad that you attended this because I think it will help to make more people understand how important our job really is.
Hang on a second, I have a question for you. That is, in Lenawee County, you said a number of people put in for the contract to provide public defender services? They
did.
And do you know how people got chosen? Was it a low bid contract? Was it
no.
To bid it? Or
no, it's a set salary. We're paid a set amount per year. And what happened, well, one of them applied for it 17 years ago, so they've been doing it forever. Usually when someone retires, you submit your application or your resume, and the judge looks through them and picks the person that was his best choice and hires them. Thank you.
Sure. Let's try to hope we're going to have a time for more, but go ahead. Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's all right.
I'm very curious. You said that you do not have the police, which you might be thankful for, to do your investigation. Are you not allowed to hire investigators?
The county won't pay for that.
The county will not pay for
No.
investigators?
So if I need something investigated, I usually have to call the investigating officer of the police department.
I heard you say that, which is
we have no funding at all. I mean, they'll pay for my stamps and my paper and any expenses I might have, but there's no way they're going to pay for it. Right? Our budget our county budget right now is a $2.5 million shortfall. We've lost most of the manufacturing in the county. My county has no money.
But there is case law. What would happen if the right to have an investigator assist you in your case is
right?
Do you feel that you'll lose your job? Sorry, last question.
Probably not, but I don't. Yeah. I'm sure there's a great case and a lawsuit there, you know. But that's why I'm working with this group. I'm hoping, you know, that's why I follow this and promote this organization, just because I hope it's changed in other ways. I'm not.
It's a tough way to change the system on a case-by-case litigation basis. We really need to have systemic change in that way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ken Malkin, yes.
I want to make a question for the end.
Yes, we're going to.
Bay County.
Yep. I'm sorry?
I want to hear Bay County.
Bay County is coming right up.
You do? All right. I'm Ken Malkin. I'm from Bay County. Now, let's see. We have one step out there, one step here. Maybe I should sit. I don't know. I was the one who I actually mentioned to Anna about her caseload. I'm reading her resume and I'm saying, I hope you're not bragging about having 311 cases a year. And actually, I was going to save that for last, but I want to start out because Dave Carroll's in the room, who wrote the studies that said that we've got a system that is not in very good shape. They picked 10 counties. Bay County was one of the counties that they picked. And I know at one time, Dave was actually going to make our county, he was contemplating making our county maybe a focus of the report, because he saw us as a county that really, ideally, we are a typical public defender office. I'm a county employee, okay? I want to reiterate what Anna said. I get paid well. If we had a state-funded system, let's say we decided to do a statewide public defender system, I'd probably get paid the same amount. I've got an outstanding pension system. It's not about paying attorneys more. So when I started this 23 years ago, we had a system that at that